Hey, everybody. How's everybody? Sorry, I'm scrambling a little bit tonight. Wow, 25 already. Holy cow. Hey, everybody. How is everybody tonight? Let's see. Al, sad? Why are you sad? Let's see. Hey, Maritime History, Glamorous Titanic, hello. Jackal, hello. Maritime, I'm doing good. Been busy, Thanksgiving and all that. Let's see here. Wow, so many already. 54, dang. Sorry, guys, I'm plugging in my laptop. We got power, yay. I wanted to make sure we don't have a repeat of the great T flood of 2020. Or 2021. Yeah, it was this year, 2021. Let's see here. And, all right. Okay, guys, I can't keep the live stream going even 30 seconds without slow mode. So, slow mode, activate. All right, here. Let's take a look at some of these other questions that have been flooding in. Henry Smith. Hey, Sam. I'm in my mom's car, and her older brother, Marcus, are up in the front, and I'm in the back. And for your Soul Fairy video, go to my YouTube channel, Henry's Football Soccer. Okay, I'll check that out, Henry. Let's see here. How is everybody tonight? Phantom, hello. Gordon, hello. Tracy, hello. Reality, our first super chat of the night. 5. Thank you so much. I'm here. I am happy you're here, Reality. Thank you so much for the super chat. Christian, it was really good. How was your Thanksgiving? Olivia, 2. Thank you so much. I'm so thankful for you, Aaron. Why is it as soon as the live stream starts, you guys try to get a rise out of me by mentioning Aaron 1912? Olivia, it is Thanksgiving. Christmas is coming. I'm in a great mood. Thank you for the 2, but I'm not going to let Aaron 1912 get me all raged. J-Pod Jordan's in the house. Hey, Jordan, how are you doing? 8, thank you so much. Jordan, I super appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Haven't talked to you in a while, my friend. I hope you are well. I'm hoping things are calming down in Australia. We need to chat again soon, Jordan. I'm hoping you are good, my friend, and thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. Lee, was the 4th funnel really fake? It was fake in regards that it didn't direct steam from the Titanic's boilers, but it did help ventilate the ship and direct steam from other areas. Like I believe the galley was connected to the 4th funnel, but it didn't handle steam from the Titanic's funnels. Let's see here. This is a different Jordan than the Jordan I was just saying hi to. Sam, is it true that 3rd-class passengers were locked inside during the sinking? No, they were not locked inside. They were kept below deck for a time, but they actually did open up the doors and gates and stuff and help them direct them up to the top. It was basically more like a organization kind of thing. It's not like what you see in the James Cameron movie where they locked them below deck. There may have been a few cases here and there of there being locked doors around, but those cases were few and far between. They didn't lock them below decks. So, Reality, another 5. Oh, and I was the person named Mr. Oh, okay. Thanks, Reality. Thank you for the 5. Let's see. Connor, have you ever heard of the Sultana explosion on the Mississippi River? It was the largest maritime disaster in U.S. Yes, people have mentioned that to me before, and I am definitely going to research that. Jacob, when is part 3 of Britannic? Part 3 is already out. I think you mean part 4. I have been very busy with Thanksgiving, so basically all I've done with the Britannic episode right now is I have the episode mapped out, and I've already collected all the B-roll footage that I'm going to use, but I haven't started filming yet. I'm going to try to start filming this week, so it'll probably be a later release because I still have my part-time job. So I'd say Thursday or Friday. That's when I'm shooting to have the final episode of Britannic done. Samuel, hi, Sam. Do you know anything about the Edmund Fitzgerald? Legend lives over the triple farm down at the big lake. How about that? Yes, I made an entire video about the Edmund Fitzgerald. It's one of my older videos, but it's there. We have another 5 from Nathaniel. Thank you so much for the 5. PC, Switch, Xbox, PS5, question mark. I like them all. It depends on what I'm in the mood to play. Some games are good on PlayStation. Some games are good on Xbox. PC is definitely my system of choice, but I play on everything. I prefer to play Fortnite on my Xbox and not my PC, but that's just me. Olivia 5, thank you so much. Were people allowed to be on the bow of the Titanic like Jack and Rose were in the movie? I don't believe so. Don't quote me on that. If anybody else can get the exact answer to that, let me know in the chat. But I do not believe people were allowed on the forepeak. I do not believe they were. I know that the steerage passengers were allowed down here on the forward well deck, but I do not believe passengers were allowed on the forepeak. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Am I right? Alfie, yes. Is that what you're talking about? Yes. Let's see here. Sebastian, 5. Connor, no, it was against White Star policy. Okay, cool. I thought I was right there. We got another 5 from Sebastian. Oh, and Olivia, thank you for the 5. Sebastian, 5. When are you going to do a video on the chief officer on the Titanic? It's on my list. It is absolutely on my list, and I will get to it. I've got so many video topics to do. And guys, I know my videos are a little bit hectic right now. I'm doing my best to keep to the 2 videos a week thing. It's just because of my part-time job, and I'm working full-time hours. But I will definitely try to get back to my regular stream of videos and everything before too long, but I think I've been doing okay. Let's see. Vay. Hey, Sam, I don't plan on staying long. Okay. But I want to say that your content has really cheered me up ever since my headphones broke. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad my content works. Your content is amazing. Hope you have a good stream. Thank you so much, man. I hope you get some new headphones soon. Clad, morning. It's 1:39 a.m. and I can't sleep. So glad you're streaming. Where are you? I'm sorry you can't sleep, and I'm glad you're here. I'm guessing you're over in the UK or Europe somewhere, because UK it's what, almost midnight or a little bit past midnight. Is the UK 5 hours ahead? I'm pretty sure they're 5 hours ahead of me. 1 second, I need a drink. I gotta have the mocha. Oh, so good. Mocha is the best coffee. Although I did try this, I found this coffee place, and it has the coffee grounds and all that. They were from Colombia, which was so good. Let's see. Cassie, 5. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed my slideshow. Can't wait to see you. It was awesome. Thank you for that. If you need help editing videos to get some work off your shoulders, let me know. Cassie, I appreciate you, but the thing that makes it hard for me to have people help me edit my videos and stuff is how I film. So basically what I do is I film and I edit at the exact same times, because I make a list of everything that I want to talk about in my video. I film a scene, I take it right downstairs and I edit it in. And then I just kind of play with it as I go. I don't film everything and then edit like other people do or other YouTubers. You see what I'm saying? But that's basically how so it's hard for me to say, yes, you can help me edit, because I film and edit at the exact same time. But thank you. I appreciate you, Cassie. Pablo, 20, thank you so much. Hello, Sam. How are you? I am doing well, Pablo. I hope you are well. Thank you so much for the super chat, my friend. Thank you, Cassie, again for the slideshow. I appreciate you. But thank you, Pablo. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Let's see here. Dambor, Sam, if you had $100 million to use on the Queen Mary ship, what would you do? Please respond. I would do everything in my power to, number 1, restore her. But when I say restore her, I would like to get her back to her seaworthy status. So if I had $100 million, I believe that would be enough to get her back to seaworthy status. But I don't know. I wonder how much it would cost to get the United States back up and running. I know, was it Crystal Cruise Line talked about trying to restore the United States, but it was just so much more money than they were willing to put into. I think they said they have to remove 45% of the hull to take all the steam stuff out. I'd like to get the Queen Mary back up to restored to as best as she could. You know, that's what I would like to do. Let's see. Sebastian, 5. Thank you so much. Could first class passengers on the Titanic go to third and second class areas? I'm assuming so. I believe that they could go to third class areas. I don't know why they couldn't. I don't think they would want to, but I mean, as far as I know, there were no rules against them going into a third class section. Now, first and second class kind of intermingled. There were first class sections that second class couldn't go to, but as far as I know, first class was allowed in all of those areas. So, Second Officer Charles, but thank you for the 5, Sebastian. Second Officer Charles Lighteller, well, if Rose could. Yeah, if Rose could. Let's see, that was the Jack and Rose song. Let's see here. Captain Alex, I need to get my spirits up since I saw the stinking 007 movie. Was the new 007 bad? Really? I had no idea. Depressed. So my question is, what is your thoughts on the Green Grand Staircase? Watch my Olympic video. watch my video on the RMS Olympic, and you'll know my feelings of the Green Grand Staircase. I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. Janine, 5, thank you so much. Love your channel. Just bought On a Sea of Glass you recommended. Awesome. I love the history, and I'm very into learning all I can about Titanic. On a Sea of Glass, well, thank you for the 5. On a Sea of Glass is definitely the best book that I've ever come across with any information on Titanic. I reference it all the time for my videos. So if you've got On a Sea of Glass, you're on your way to knowing the Titanic. And speaking of which, Titanic, behind you, there was a ghost. Okay. People always say that, just in case you're wondering, people always comment on that they think they see orbs or something floating around behind my video. It's rosy, and there's an air vent that feeds air right up there, and it basically the hair and the dust looks like orbs in my videos. So that's all it is. My house is not haunted as far as I know. Let's see here. Did I catch up on everything? I don't think love your channel about that one. Okay, we got that. Let's see. Jesse. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Jesse, where'd you comment? Jesse, how to make Sam mad. Sing the book called Glasses. Honestly, like, okay, I don't know what that is. All right, Olivia, $2. Thank you. Coast to Concordia was a hoax. It was not. It was not, and I'm not getting angry. Let's see here. Danny, thank you for the 2. Danny, hey, Sam, have you read the book Discovering the Titanic by Robert Ballard? I found a copy at this hotel lobby while I was away for the weekend and sat comfy in the armchair reading it for hours. I have not read it. I mean, I know the story of how Robert Ballard found the Titanic, you know, the Thresher and the Scorpion and all that other fun stuff. But no, I don't think I've read that book exactly. It was very interesting reading up and researching the, what was his name? Jack Grimm, the Jack Grimm expeditions. That was definitely an interesting video. And I was not aware of that at all until I got until I got that book from a fan in my P.O. box. So that was awesome. Let's see here. Drift. Hey, Sam, what if Bruce Ismay didn't survive the Titanic disaster? How would the White Star Line Company have been affected? You know, that's a good question. And I've never really thought about it. I would assume that the company, like the CEO, or was he CEO? He was the chairman. He was the head of the board. But anyway, the command structure would have just went down to the next person below him. I don't know if it would have affected the White Star a ton. I mean, it would have affected it, but I think the company would have still kept going. So I'm not an expert on all of that stuff, but it would have been a blow, but I think the company would have recovered. Let's see here. Sebastian, 2. Can you do the quiz? Yes, there will be a quiz at the end of the live stream. I will have a quiz. I've been thinking about questions. I didn't get a chance to write anything down, but I do have some questions in mind, so stand by for that. The Stoned 5, thank you so much. Familiar with R.T. Moore, a Welsh amateur telegraph who heard the Titanic's distress signals on a homemade radio. The cops didn't believe him at first. Wasn't that... I feel like I mentioned him earlier, like in an earlier live stream, that there was a man who was experimenting with a radio. Was he in Chicago? Because I feel like there was a man who was playing with a homemade like telegraph, where he had like a super strong antenna or something like that. And it was because of that he was able to pick up the Titanic's distress calls. I don't know if that was him or not, but I feel like I heard that. Like he had a super strong antenna or something like that. So. But cool. I'm not familiar. Hang on. Let me actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to Google this real quick. Because if that's who if that was what his name was, hold on a second. Let me do a little Google here. Let's see. R.T. Moore Titanic. Let's see. R.T. Moore Wikipedia. Let's see. Wireless operator who heard the distress signal from the Titanic before the news of the disaster arrived in the UK. So, okay, so no, this wasn't him. In the UK, following the early life, homemade radio. Homemade radio, he began encoding wireless signals. Okay, it wasn't Chicago. Well, it doesn't look like he was in Chicago. I'll have to read more into this, but it's definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting. Maritime history. Hey, welcome back. Hello, Historic Travels. Hello, Maritime history. On the steering wheel of Titanic and other boats, it is written Brown's patent telemotor. What does that mean? I'm assuming it's the telemotor, like the machine that the wheel's connected to, you know? That's the telemotor, but I don't know all the specifics of it, but isn't the steering mechanism on these ships called a telemotor? That's what I believe it was. I believe that was the mechanism that they used to steer the ship. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let's see here. Devlin. Hey, Sam, did a fire really affect the Titanic on the collision with the iceberg? Devlin, I have answered this question so many times. I have made a ton of videos about it, but I'll give you the very short version. Yes, but in a way, the coal fire saved lives because they moved all the coal in the burning coal bunker to the opposite end of the ship. And because of that, the Titanic had a 3-degree list of port where they moved all the coal over. And when the Titanic struck the berg on the other side, the weight of the coal on the port side against the water coming on the starboard actually helped keep the ship more or less stable. They ran a computer simulation of that, and if they hadn't moved the coal, the Titanic would have capsized and sunk in a little over an hour. but because of that, the Titanic lasts closer to 3 hours. So did the coal fire affect the sinking? Yes, but it helped save lives. It didn't cause the ship to sink faster. So that's the super, super, super fast version, but I've talked about that so many times. So, but yes, it did. It did affect it, just not in the way that a certain annoying documentary that is full of fake truths and fake burger. Okay. Christmas time. Be calm, Sam. Be calm. Ryan, $10. Thank you so much. Titanic is a century-old myth, and everything we see is CGI, and Lusitania was a false flag by Britain to... Titanic is a century-old myth. Are you all trying to make me mad? Is that what's happening here? Titanic is okay, you know what? I'm going to twist this around and make this something positive, okay? So you say Titanic is a century-old myth. It's not a myth. There's actual pictures of it, and everything we see is CGI. Okay, so all the pictures of Titanic are real. You know, there is even a real video of it, but since there were no video cameras or pictures, you know, being taken of it on the night of the sinking, all of our sinking videos are CGI. So, you know, Lusitania was a false flag by Britain to anchor the Americans into the war. No, no. I mean, there was definitely some shady stuff going on with the Lusitania, you know, because America was neutral in World War I, but we were secretly helping the British, you know, because the Lusitania had weapons on board. The Lusitania is definitely it's definitely got some controversy with it. You know what I mean? I'll give you that. The Lusitania is definitely, it's not cut and dry. That's for darn sure. But anyway, Ryan, thank you for the 10. I super appreciate you, man. Thank you. Sebastian, too. Thank you so much. Whoa, where'd it go? Holy cow, where'd it go? Where'd it go? No. I lost the super chat. Sebastian, can you tell us about the officer on the Titanic? There were a lot of officers. Which one do you want? There's, hang on. Let me see if I can get through these without messing them up. All right. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Let's see. Captain Smith, Chief Officer Henry Wilde, First Officer William Murdoch, Second Officer Charles Lightoller. I forget his name, or I forget Third Officer Pittman, but I forget the full name. Let's see. Third Officer Pittman. Fourth Officer Boxhall, Fifth Officer Lowe, Sixth Officer Moody. Okay, did I get all those right? Let me know in the chat. Did I get all those right? Did I get all those names right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Did I get all those names right? I'm looking at the bottom of the chat. Did I get Herbert Pittman? Okay, Herbert. Yeah, you did. Okay, cool. I got them right. Okay. All right, I got to go back and read these super chats now because while I was doing that, the super chats were coming in and I got to catch up. Blondin 20, thank you so much, Blondin. Orange chat, thank you so much, Blondin. What do you think if White Star and Cunard switched fates? Say Cunard, Lusitania, and Mauretania sunk like the Titanic and Britannic, while White Star Line only loses one ship. Do you think the merger could have ended with the White Star still around? Most likely, and I forget the names of the ships. But in Tom Linsky on Part-Time Explorer, he did a video talking about the entire history of the White Star Line. And he talked about a few other ships. I cannot remember what they are. But he talked about a few other ships that the White Star Line lost that also affected their status and how the merger went. So if it had been the other way and the Cunard Line had lost Lusitania and Mauretania, and the White Star only lost, I don't know, Titanic or whatever, then yeah, I really do think that might have played a role. I mean, that's a lot of guesswork there. But if you want my opinion, yeah, most likely. But I cannot remember. I wish I could remember the name of those ships that Tom Linsky was talking about. So go back and watch the entire history of the White Star Line by Tom Linsky because he talks about that. It's going to bug me now because I can't remember those ships. But hey, Blondin, I hope I answered your question good. Thank you for the 20. I super appreciate you, man. Thank you. Let's see. Gordon, 5. Thank you so much. Hey, Sam. Hey, Gordon. I've been listening to the Sea Hunters audiobook. Mary Celeste ran aground on a reef in Haiti and Carpathia. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Hey, Sam. I've been listening to the Sea Hunters audiobook. Mary Celeste ran aground on a reef in Haiti, and Carpathia was sunk in World War I. Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you were trolling me for a second. But yeah, the Mary Celeste did run aground. I believe it was near really close to Haiti. And the Carpathia was sunk in World War I by a torpedo. You are absolutely right. I don't remember what year the Mary Celeste ran aground, but yes, it did run aground, and I believe it was right around Haiti. You are correct, Gordon. Thank you for the 5, my friend. I appreciate you. Bakuni, thank you so much for the 5. Let's see here. Have you read Titanic and Other Ships? Have you read Titanic and Other? I guess that's a book. I've been reading it, and it's really interesting to read about lighthouses or lift. I have not read it, but if you would like to send me a link to it, probably email it to my email. It's listed in my About Me on my YouTube channel. I'd like to check it out. So thank you so much for letting me know, and I would like to read that. Lighthouser definitely has an interesting story from how much I know about him. Let's see here. Olivia 5. Thank you so much, Olivia. Whoa, where'd they go? The tea break is the only way that makes sense for how the Titanic sank. The tea break. The tea break. I'm not familiar with that term. I think you're trolling me. Tea break. Let's see if that even pulls up anything. Tea break, Titanic. Yeah, okay, that's not even pulling. So yeah, you're trolling me. You're trolling me right now. I'm not familiar. I've never heard that term before. So hey, thank you so much, Olivia. Thank you for the 5, but I'm pretty sure you're messing with me. Let's see here. I think we're all caught up on the super chats. Nice. Okay, here. Wonderful world. If Titanic had dropped its 400,000 pounds of anchors, could it have stayed afloat longer, 10 to 20 minutes? No. Let's see, Olivia. I troll him, and he has to research. Nice. Well, you know what, Olivia? Here's the thing. There are so many, like, people like to come up with all these, like, break theories and all these other stuffs, like V-break and all that. And if there is some other type of term that could describe some kind of marine thing, like T-break or something, I don't know all of them, and if somebody else came up with something and called it that, so you worded that troll comment enough to where you made me double check them. I was 90% certain you were trolling, but I'm like, let me double check to be sure. So nicely worded, because people like to get creative about stuff. So I'll give you props for that one, Olivia. Good job. And on that note, we got another super chat. Yay. Oh, and thank you for the 5, Olivia, if I didn't say it. Seth 7, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, I'd love to hear about German ship interiors conversion to White Star Canard interiors. Hopefully that's not too niche or hard to find. Oh, you're talking about those ships that I forget the names, but you're talking about those ships that were sent over to the White Star Line from as compensation for the First World War. I don't remember what those ships are, but that would definitely be an interesting topic. Maybe instead of just doing the interiors, we do the entire history of those 2 ships. Hang on a second. I'm going to add that to the list. Video ideas. Let's see. History of ships sent to White Star after World War I. All right. I will check that out, Seth. Thank you so much for the 7. I super appreciate you, and I'll see what I can find. If I can get enough information, I'll make a video about it. Bada bing, bada boom. Thank you, Seth. Joseph, too. Thank you so much. Has anything been recovered from the Britannic? I believe so. I believe that they brought stuff up, but I haven't seen anything in particular. Like, if you want specific stuff, I'm not sure. I know there was a huge, and I mean huge, controversy surrounding the Britannic's bell, because they thought that somebody had retrieved the bell, but then I believe they went back later and they found the bell still in the wreck. So, correct me if I'm wrong there, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So I'm sure that some stuff has been brought up, but as far as specifics, I'm not 100% certain. Joseph, thank you for the 2. Emery, 20, thank you so much. We got another orange. Thank you so much, Emery. Super appreciate you. Hey, Sam. Hey, Emery. Let's see. How do you think history would have played out if the Californians' crew used common sense and responded to the Titanic's distress rockets? Marconi operator stayed up to hear the distress calls. Well, that's a good question. Number one, the Californian would have definitely headed for the Titanic. Although how long it would have taken the Californian to reach the Titanic is open for debate. And it all depends on the ice field as well, because the Mount Temple was trying to get to the Titanic, but it couldn't because it got stopped in an ice field. But let's assume for a minute here that the Californian was able to make it, okay? So let's assume that the Californian was able to make it. I wish I had my nomadic model, or I could show you more detail. So we'll put the Titanic here and just pretend, what is this, Mauritania? Just pretend that my Mauritania model is the Californian. And do I have something that I can use for, nope, that won't work. Whatever. Okay, anyway, just pretend. So basically what would have happened, the Titanic's here, it's sinking. The Californian pulls up to where the Titanic was, and then they would just do the same thing that they did, what the lifeboats were intended for, because lifeboats on ships were meant to ferry people between two vessels. So Titanic's here, it's sinking, Californian pulls up, the lifeboats would have just went back and forth trying to get as many people off of the two ships as they could before the Titanic went down. Could they have gotten everybody off? You know, who knows? It all depends on how long it took the Californian to get there. More lives could have definitely been saved. That's for darn sure. But I don't know if they would have still been able to get everybody off, because it all depends on how long it took the Californian to get there. There's a lot of factors, you know, and also the launching time for the lifeboats. More people would have been saved, but how many is open for debate. I hope that is a good answer to your question. Emery, thank you so much for the 20. Super, super appreciate you, my friend. Gail, 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam. Hey, Gail. Can a civilian go to the rescue of a sinking ship, and the U.S. did use Lusitania to get the U.S. to join? And the U.S. did use Lusitania to get the U.S. to join World War I. Ammunition was on board. Yeah, I am. That is the running thing, and it's proven almost without a doubt that there was ammunition on board the Lusitania. So yes, I do know about all that. That even though the U.S. was neutral, they were helping the British. You know what I mean? So I do know all about that. It's proven with almost no shadow of a doubt. So the ammo on board the Lusitania is kind of taken on the same, what's the right word? The same urban legend status like the Californian and the Titanic, you know, because there are people to this day who like to say that the mystery ship was not the Californian. It was like, I believe I've heard it was a whaling ship. I've heard some people say that. But based on where the Titanic was and the California, everything, it's been proven without a shadow of a doubt that it was the Californian. And I think it's kind of the same deal with the Lusitania. People will argue it to this day, but I do believe the Lusitania was carrying weapons. Now, I don't believe the whole, like the British were anticipating the Germans to sink it. I don't believe that. I think it was more America trying to help the British out while remaining neutral. That's what I think it was. And then it was just dumb luck that U-20 happened to torpedo it and hit it in just the right way that the ammo exploded. That's my theory. But yes, a civilian ship can go to the rescue of a sinking ship. I don't know why they wouldn't. You know what I mean? Look at Dunkirk. I mean, it wasn't a sinking ship, but civilian vessels came to help out the soldiers who were trapped in Dunkirk by the Nazis. So, you know, civilian ships can help out just like any other ship. Thank you so much for the 5, Gail. I super appreciate you, man. And here come all of the super chats. Of course, it happens when I get off talking. Let's see here. We got Gail. And we got Seth, 279. Thank you so much. Happy late Thanksgiving, Sam. Happy late Thanksgiving, Seth. I hope you had a great holiday. Isaac, 5. Thank you so much. Sam's ship collection is comparable to General Grievous's lightsaber. Okay. You know what? Give me 2 seconds, guys. I don't have a lightsaber, but 1 second. Be right back. I don't have a lightsaber, but I've showed this on stream before. I do have, this is a Japanese katana. So I do have that. Don't have a lightsaber, but I do have a katana. So I thought I'd show you that based on your question. So, and yes, it is real and it is sharp. But yeah, Star Wars is good. The new movies, how about that? New movies are blah, but I do have a good appreciation for Star Wars. Mandalorian was awesome, though. Kasi, thank you for the 5, Isaac. Kasi, 10, thank you so much. Gotcha. Gotcha what? My videos take months to make. Happy or crying face. I finished the New York puzzle with the towers and posted it in the server since I remembered you asked to see it. Also, what is the progress on your Titanic set? Oh, the Lego set? So, believe it or not, I'm not sure what the gotcha was, though. Not sure what you're referring to there. But yeah, videos do take a long time to make. But as far as the Titanic Lego set, believe it or not, it's done. So I took it over to my family's house. They came to my parents' house. They came to we all took it over there, and I helped them build it for a while. You know, I helped work on it for a couple of hours. And then the day after that, I went to go visit a friend. And then while I was there, my family kept working on it. And then when I got home, they finished it. So they worked completely through it. I worked on I'd say probably about a third of the bow, and then everything else that they all did. So it's done. It's built. I didn't work on it as much as I would have liked, but man, I did not think that they would bust it out so fast. But the biggest builder of it is, believe it or not, my sister's husband. He is a diehard Lego fan. He adores them. And I mean, he basically just nonstop worked on it. So it's done. And I will show it on stream very soon. And you'll probably see it as a background piece in my videos. Hope you're well, Kasi. Thank you for the 10, my friend. Reality 10, thank you so much. What is your opinion on Canada? What's my opinion of Canada? Canada's awesome. I've only been there briefly. I crossed at the Niagara border, so I only spent a little bit of time there. But yeah, I like Canada. I can't wait to go back, and I'm definitely going to go visit Halifax in the near future. I really want to visit Halifax. I like Canada. Although I will say, I don't know, to anybody here who is watching my video from Canada, I do have a question. So I don't know if it's like this throughout all of Canada, but right when we crossed at the Niagara border, all the stores I went to, the milk was being sold in bags. And I'm like, huh, that's different, because we use gallon jugs here. So I don't know if that's a thing everywhere in Canada, but right across the border in the Niagara area, all the milk was being sold in bags. I'm like, that's different. So I'm curious if that's everywhere, or if that was just something I just saw right there. Thank you for the 10, Reality. Let's see. Alfie, 2, thank you so much. Sam, can you cover the attempts to raise the Titanic? Huh. Cover the attempts to raise the Titanic. I'd have to research it and see how many theories have been proposed, but I really like that, because there are definitely been some crazy things out there about raising the ship. Alfie, that's awesome. I appreciate you, Alfie. I'm going to give you a shout out, Alfie. Attempts to raise Titanic. All right, I'm going to look into that, because there have definitely been some crazy ideas about raising this ship. Alfie, I appreciate you. I'm definitely going to do a video on that. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you for the 2. Jack, 5, thank you so much. Hey, Sam, in your opinion, which ship has the best interior designs? The Olympic class or Mauritania class? Also, the Costa Friends, I don't think I'm saying that right, has an amazing interior. Are you talking about the Costa lines? Well, I don't know enough about the interior sections of the Lusitania and the Mauritania to really give you a dedicated opinion. But honestly, it depends on your style. It depends on your taste, because just because I think this doesn't mean that somebody else. That is a question that is a complete matter of opinion. I love the interior of the Queen Mary, but then you've got the SS United States, and correct me if I'm wrong, but the guy who designed the SS United States basically wanted that ship to be as fireproof as possible. So the entire interior sections had nothing in it that could burn. So it had a real funky design. So, I mean, it all depends on your style. But if you want to know me, I'm always going to be partial to my favorite class of ships. I think these vessels were beautiful. I love them. No disrespect to the Lusitania, the Mauritania, no disrespect to these girls, but I got to say the Olympic class is where it's at as far as I'm concerned. My heart is the Olympic class. So thank you so much, Jack. Thank you for the 5, my friend. Let's see here. Olivia, 2, thank you so much. Can you talk about... You're trolling me again, okay? I don't know what you're trying to say there, but I am not going to do that. So, Olivia, thank you for the 2. Let's see here. And are we all caught up on the super chats? I believe we are. Nice. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, no, we're not. Holy cow, where'd all those come from? Okay, so we got that one. We got that one. Emery, 10, thank you so much. Just thought I should share this. Awesome. One of my friends made this theory that the Titanic was carrying missiles, and when she struck the bird, they exploded and split her in half. I don't even know, lol. Okay. Well, missiles weren't a thing then, but if you want to tell your friend that he's wrong, why don't you tell him this, okay? If he really thinks the Titanic was carrying missiles. There were munitions, but there weren't missiles. So if your friend was right, okay, and the missiles exploded, which caused the Titanic to split in 2, then the Titanic struck the iceberg right along here, okay? So for the Titanic to split in 2 because I'm not going to say missile, I'm just going to say by some kind of explosion from the iceberg impact, then she would have exploded right here and broke in half. This part would have broken off, not here. So there's the problem with that theory right there, if you can even call that a theory. But yeah, the ship broke in half right around here. If it would have been an explosion from the ship's cargo, it would have blown up right here. So there you go. I've never heard that one before. So thanks for teaching me something new, Emery. Thank you for the 10. Let's see, Kasi, 5. Thank you so much. The gotcha was from the last donation about editing your videos, but that's funny about the Titanic set. It took me 3 days to do it myself. Oh, okay. I got you. All right. I got you. Hey, listen, people always offer to help me do editing, and probably eventually, if I get big enough, I might have to hire an editor or something. If I get to that point, I'm nowhere near that point yet. But I have heard that YouTubers do that. Like, they usually film, and then they have somebody else do the editing. But the thing is, I like to edit. And it's my style of making videos because I don't use scripts. I never use scripts. Basically, all I do is I have my tablet, and then I just have it propped up and I have notes or whatever on this. And then I use that as referencing. And then I talk to the camera just like we're having a conversation right now. So that's kind of, I don't know if you all notice if my videos have like an improv effect, but it's just me talking. I look up the facts, make sure I'm getting the information right, and then I go from there. So it's really hard for me to have somebody edit because I film and edit at the exact same time, and then I just go with what feels right. So, but that's awesome, Kasi. Thank you for the 5. Titanic Lego is absolutely unbelievable. Reality 5, that's normal. Don't know what you're talking about there, but okay. Gail, 5, thank you so much. Thank you for the 5, Reality. I'm guessing you're responding to something that I said earlier, and I've already forgotten what it was. Could a crew member refuse to abandon ship even if the captain gives the order? And if you could bring back one of 3 ships, if you could bring back 3 ships, who would they be? I don't really understand. So could a crew member refuse to abandon ship even if the captain gives the order? I mean, sure. I mean, if a captain tells you to abandon ship and you don't, I mean, you're defying the captain's orders, but I mean, the ship is sinking. So if you stay on board, you drown when the ship sinks. But I don't know why you would want to do that. But if you could bring back one of 3 ships, so I guess you're asking if I could bring back one ship, which one would I like to bring back? If you want to know which ship I would bring back, to be honest with all of you, it wouldn't be a ship that's gone. I would like to restore the Queen Mary. I want the Queen Mary to be restored and brought back to her former glory because I know we still have the SS United States, but the Queen Mary is the one, at least in the best condition, only Golden Age ocean liner we've got left. And if we don't do something to help her, then she's going to be lost to history. So that's what I would do. I would restore the Queen Mary. Aaron, we have bagged milk everywhere. Blake, yes, it is. Milk is sold in bags in most provinces. Okay. Let's see. Oh, here's my Canada question. Okay. I'm in Canada. Bags of milk are for Ontario and Quebec, but not in other provinces. So that's how it works. It's in some areas, but not everywhere. Drown, Lowell, not everywhere. Yes, that's normal in Canada. Okay. I was at a gas station and we walked in and I was looking at the candy and stuff like that. And I just saw milk in bags. I'm like, that's different. But yeah. Okay, cool. And are we all caught up? No, we are not. We are really not caught up. Holy cow. Okay. We're winding a second here. Okay. We got that one. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to read these super chats. Let's see, Nicoloi, who came up with the YouTube name Historic Travels? Was it you, Sam? Did you just quote Titanic? Okay, so Nicoloi just said, who came up with the YouTube name Titanic? Was it you, Sam? That is the exact same quote that Molly Brown, FYI, yes, it was me. But that is the quote from the Titanic movie where Molly Brown was at the table and she was like, who came up with the name Titanic? Was it you, Bruce? And he's like, yes, actually. I wanted to convey pure size, and I forget the whole. Let me think. I wanted to convey sheer size and luxury, and above all, strength. It's something like that. Something like that. Did you like my Ismay impression? I know I didn't get that whole line right, but it's something like that. Nafai 5, thank you so much. Are there any? Thank you for the 50, Nicole. I think that's like 5. Thank you. Nafali 5, thank you so much. Are there any existing plans or blueprints detailing interior design elements such as woodwork or stained glass works of Titanic? You need to watch some of Titanic Honor and Glory's videos because they were talking about some of the challenges that they were facing in finding details about the interior sections of Titanic. Because what a lot of people don't know is Titanic really wasn't that well photographed of a ship, because of the two sister ships. So you have Olympic and Titanic. Olympic was the famous one. You know, everybody, no one really cared about Titanic until after she sank. Olympic was the one that got all of the attention, at least in the beginning. And the White Star Line basically only photographed the sections of Titanic that were different than Olympic. So there are a lot, and I mean a lot of areas on Titanic that there aren't any photographs of, and information about how these areas looked is kind of open to debate. So I may be getting some of these details wrong, but what they were talking about is they looked at, the team at Titanic Honor and Glory looked at photographs and information from other ships and then tried to compare that, cross-reference, and they did a lot of research to try to get the details of Titanic and the pictures and stuff as accurate as possible. We do have blueprints of Titanic, but we don't have all the details on what all these rooms look like. So there's a lot of work. You know, I don't know how they did everything, but the team at Titanic Honor and Glory is definitely going above and beyond and researching how the ship looked like. So go and check out some of their videos. But Nafali, thank you so much for the 5. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. That's a great question, by the way. Okay, let's see. Garth 20, thank you so much. I don't know if you or anyone in the chat enjoys a drink from time to time, but a small brewery has made a drink in memory of the 29 lives lost aboard the Edmund Fitzgerald. You should look into that. The SS, hang on a second. You should look into the SS Minot shipwreck. Didn't you guys try to trick me with that up last time? Wasn't that the shipwreck from Gilligan's Island? I feel like you all tried to trip me up with that before already. So I have never watched Gilligan's Island, but I seem to remember that. Hang on a second. Let me double check. SS Minot shipwreck. I'm pretty sure that is Gilligan's Island. I'm like 90% certain. Hang on. SS Minot. SS Minot is a fictional charter boat from the hit 1960s TV show Gilligan's Island. So nice try, Garth. Nice try there. But no, I did not know that they did a Chinatown, a small brewery has made a drink in memory of the 29 lives lost aboard the show. That's awesome. I did not know they did that, but that's good that they try to keep the memory of the Fitzgerald alive. That's awesome. Hey, Garth, thank you so much for the 20, and nice try trying to trip me up. I see what you did there. So nice try. But thank you, Garth. Appreciate you, my friend. Olivia 5, thank you so much. McBloodface is the British lead boat in a fleet of 3 robotic auto sub long range. This is from Olivia. Bodie McBoat is a British lead boat in a fleet of 3 robotic auto sub long range class lithium battery powered autonomous under. Are you like jumping? I have no clue what you're trying to say here, Olivia. It's a British lead in a fleet of 3 robotic auto sub long range class lithium battery powered. Is this like an underwater boat or something? I'm not sure what you're trying to say, Olivia, but sorry I couldn't be more detailed, but thank you for the 5. Thank you. Let's see here. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, Olivia's trolling just like always. That was about 90% certain you are trolling like always. Let's see. Ataki 20. Thank you so much. About the Lusitania, there was an ammunition listed on a cargo manifest, but it was anything that could. Okay, about Lusitania. Thank you for the 20, by the way. There was ammunition listed on a cargo manifest, but it was anything that could have caused a secondary. But it was anything that could have caused secondary explosion. Explorations of the wreck never found anything on the seafloor either. Oh, it wasn't anything that could have caused a secondary explosion. Now, I don't know the details of all the ammunition stuff, but I don't know what else it could have been. I mean, I've heard theories. I've heard theories that the secondary explosion could have been like coal dust igniting or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, the ship was carrying munitions, and that secondary explosion seems to be what doomed the Lusitania. So I don't know. I'd have to research that a little bit more. That'd be a good video. What theories as to what the secondary explosion could have been? And if there is a list out there of the munitions that the Lusitania was carrying, I would love to see that because I have not seen it before. So I would love to see that. If there is any way that I could see that list, please email it to me. I would love to check that out. But Itaki, thank you for the 20. I will definitely research that a little bit more. And thank you. Thank you for the 20, my friend. Reality 5, thank you so much. Bagged milk in Canada is normal in most areas. Okay. So now I'm catching up with the super chats. Okay. Uncover 5, thank you so much. Was there any change to Titanic after the Olympics collision with the HMS Hawk? I don't believe so. I don't believe that they did any. I don't believe that they did any big changes to. Hang on a second. Good grief! Wow. We got that one. We got that one. Hang on a second. I got. All right. There you go. I don't believe that they did any major changes to Titanic after the Hawk because, the Olympic held up very well. It wasn't like that they had to change Titanic or change Britannic after Titanic, because Titanic sank. But the thing about it is, Olympic held up very well against the Hawk collision, and from the White Star Line's perspective, their bulkhead system was working. So, no, I don't believe that they did any major changes to Titanic after the whole Hawk collision. Thank you for the 5. Uncover the news. I appreciate you. Emery 5, thank you so much. I can't even take him seriously anymore. He made a drawing explaining it, and he is extremely serious about it. He honestly isn't the sharpest I know. Oh, you're talking about the whole missile Titanic thing. Emery, question: are you sure your friend isn't pulling in Olivia and is just trolling you? Because Olivia's been trying to troll me all evening here, and she's tripped me up a few times. But I'm gonna be more suspicious of Olivia from now on. So anytime I see one of Olivia's chats pop up from here on, I'm gonna be like this. Okay, Olivia. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be like. If anybody ever watches Evangelion, they'll probably get that reference. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just trolling you, man. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate you. Let's see here. Scott 5, thank you so much. Where were the passengers loaded onto the Titanic's lifeboats? I've heard mixed things about the promenade deck on top of the boat. Both, They put some of the passengers up on the top boat deck, and then other passengers were put in through like the A deck promenade windows, and they were lowered, depends on the boat, but yeah, they were put in all over the place, And Lightoller even planned to have some passengers board the ship or board the lifeboats from the D-deck promenade, the D-deck gangway door, D-deck promenade, the D-deck gangway door right here. That was even a plan for a while. So, and that was one reason why the Titanic developed a strong list of port, but more on that later. But yeah, so they were loaded up everywhere. It just depends on the boat and the location. Let's see here. Lychee. Hey, Lychee, how you doing? 449. Sam, I just saw your katana on Discord. And are they already posting pictures of my katana on Discord? So I do one thing, like show this, and then people immediately take screenshots of it and start posting it on Discord. That is so funny, Lychee. That cracks me up. Take this as a challenge. Use your inner Japanese and spar with me. Haha, just kidding. Have a good night. Have a good night, Lychee. I appreciate you. Arigato, Lychee-san. I hope you have a good evening, my friend. Thank you for the laugh. I appreciate it. Those people on Discord, man, you all crack me up. Reality 10, message retracted. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the 10, Reality. Appreciate you. The cutting room floor, 5. Thank you so much. How to anti-trigger Sam. Anti-trigger. Titanic never sank. Scatino and Air in 1912 share a jail cell until the end of time, and the Queen Mary sails from Virginia. Yeah, that'll do it. So you're saying a way to prevent me from getting angry. Awesome. Cutting room floor. Thank you for helping me stay calm and not rage. So thank you for the 5, my friend. Mako, another 5. Message retracted. Another one. Okay. Well, thank you for the 5, Mako. Appreciate you. Let's see. Wait. What? Hang on a second. I'm noticing a trend here. Reality 10. Message retracted. Message retracted. Let's see. We got Mako 5. Message retracted. Mako $2 message retracted. Let's see. What is happening here? Anyway, thank you so much, Reality. Thank you for the 10. Ozzy 2, thank you so much. It's the Romulans that sank the Titanic. Live long and prosper. Thank you for the 2, Ozzy. Let's see here. Olivia 2, thank you so much. Nope, not doing it. Not doing it. Mako, another 5. Message retracted. Okay. Let's see. Canard Lines 5, thank you so much. Wait. Hang on a second. Whoa, I lost it. Where'd it go? Okay, we got Mako again. Message retracted. Canard Lines 5. Are you still doing the Carpathia video? You might know me from your last live stream, but are you still doing a Carpathia video? Yes, I've done a Carpathia video, Canard. Just bear with me, all right? Bear with me, Carpathia. I will definitely be doing a Carpathia video. Do not worry. I just got to get to it. Thank you for the 5, my friend. Steamship Titan. Sam is the best. No argument, smiley face. Thank you. Thank you for that. $2. Thank you so much, Steamship. I super appreciate you. I super appreciate you. Thank you for the 2, my friend. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I believe we are all caught up with the super chats. Wow. Did I really catch up? Nice. We're all caught up. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Ashley, what about the Queen Mary timeline series, Sad Face? That is actually coming soon because everybody wanted me to do the Britannic first. So as soon as the Britannic timeline is done, I'm going to do the Queen Mary. So do not worry. Queen Mary is coming. I will get to it as soon as I can. Cold Night, welcome to the stream. No, here comes more super chats. Maybe. Casey, Sam, you got to definitely look up the SS Hakawa Maru. She is a very beautiful 1930s ship in Japan today as a museum. The SS SS Hawaka Maru. SS Hawaka Maru. Let me take a look. Let me do a little Google. Let's see what this is. Copy and paste. SS Hawaka Maru. Let's see. SS Hawaka Maru was one of 3 Hakawa Maru class motor ships, all named after Major Shitino Shirin's shrine. Let me see here. On December 1st, 19... Okay, I will definitely research these. Wow, they're very pretty ships. Wow, they look beautiful. Holy cow. Okay, I'm definitely going to research these. Thank you so much for telling me about those. I need a drink. Oh, mocha is amazing. Mocha is amazing. Let's see here. Let's see. Blanca, hello. Can I get your Britannic? I love that ship. Please, I hope for that. You want my model of my Britannic? Just order it from Titanic Honor Glory, man. I will warn you, though, they take a very long time to arrive, but they do have some awesome models of the Britannic on there. Let's see. Reality, $5. I will be sending another super chat when I feel like it. Okay, Reality. Thank you for the 5, my friend. Here come more super chats. Lychee, by the way, Bloody Mitwolf is a real ship. I doubt that. I think if it is a real ship, Lychee, I will believe you when you send me a picture of it in the comments. You know, I say that, but you might be telling me the truth. I really feel like you might be telling me the truth. But if I Google it, you all are going to be like, haha, we got him. So you know what? After the live stream, send it to me. And send me a picture of it because at this point, I don't trust Olivia. So, but we will see. But Lychee, if you're talking about this, then there may be some truth. You know what? I might actually believe you. Kasi, thank you so much for the 10. Sam the Sensei. Arigato, Kasi-san. Watch this new series on Netflix as you follow his journey and defeat his enemies. Stupendous ship theorists. Afterwards, he will finally fight his biggest enemy, Aaron 1912. That sounds like something from like Power Rangers or Godzilla or something like that. But oh yeah, I like some Japanese shows. I watch some animes here and there. Actually, the only Japanese shows I watch is anime. But that would be really cool. I feel like I need some kind of a Japanese TV or anime like intro with me fighting like kind of like the Jaden Animations anime thing she did where I'm fighting where she was fighting robots of birds and stuff. I could be fighting people coming up with bad ship conspiracies or something like that. That'd be awesome. That would be awesome. Thank you so much for the 10, Kasi. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate. Let's see here. LJ, question. Were there any safety changes to the Olympic after the sinking of the Britannic? As far as the Britannic, it is. Hang on a second. I'm going to check something here. Hang on. Odie, holy crap, it's real. Okay, so I have somebody helping me moderate the chat, and they just texted me and told me that the Bodie McBoatface is a real ship, and it is actually real. Holy crap! What you get when you let the internet decide? Oh, they let the internet name the vessel. That is the funniest thing ever. So, for those of you who don't know, if you missed the beginning of the chat, Olivia has been trolling me this whole time, but So she said that boating at boat base is the name of a ship, and I thought she was trolling me. Then Lychee, somebody who I didn't think was trolling me, said it was real. So I just Googled it. It is real. There is a ship named Boating at Boat Base, and apparently the name of the ship was decided by the internet. There's a link. Holy crap. Okay. Olivia, if you're still here, and I was basically like, if you say have a scale and it's 100% is you trolling and the other is you not, I was like 90% you trolling and 10% you're not, but now you've restored to about 50-50. So now I'm going to have to be skeptical of you. So Olivia, I want an apology. I want an apology. Well, you know what? In that one instance, sure, I'll apologize. Okay, you were right about that. But you know what? With everything else you did, can you blame me for being skeptical, Olivia? Huh? Can you? What's that Dory impression? Can you? Can you? Can you? I love doing these live streams. These are so much fun. Let's see here. And here come more super chats. Of course, why do the super chats happen when I'm always off talking about something? Da-da-da-da. Okay, we got that one. Let's see. Reality 5, thank you so much. I'm probably the only person here that isn't in the Discord. Why aren't you in the Discord? Come to Discord. We have a ton of fun. Come and hang out in the Discord, Reality. Thank you for the 5, my friend. Garth 5, if Captain Smith didn't redirect the Titanic further south and it still struck an berg, would she have been closer to any other ships? That is a good question. And to be honest, I'm not 100% certain. I'd have to take a look at the ship map. But it is possible that she would have been closer to other ships. But it's also possible that if the Titanic hadn't been redirected, she wouldn't have hit a berg at all. But being further north, she was heading, there was an ice field in that area. So it's most likely she would have encountered that ice field. You know what I think? I think that if the Titanic hadn't have changed course, I'd say she probably would have sailed up on that ice field that was around there. And maybe Captain Smith would have stopped the ship, you know? But it was because, or maybe slowed down at least, because it was because of all the, I said because like 5 times, but it was because of all those ice warnings that Captain Smith diverted the ship further south, and he thought he was safe. You know, he thought he was so far south that everything would have been okay, so he kept on going. So who knows? Maybe if the ship hadn't have been redirected, she never would have sunk at all. Good question, Gar. Thank you for the 5. Okay, I think we are going to get ready to close up the live stream, and I think it's time for a quiz. Would you guys like to do a quiz now? Would you guys like a quiz? Would you guys like the quiz? If you say no, then we are going to close out the live stream right here for tonight. Historic Travels, you should check the Maritime Horrors and the Great Big Move. They are great channels. All right, I'll do it. Well, I'm already familiar with the Great Big Move. Yes, the quiz. Holy cow, it was an hour already. It just flew by. Yes, it did, actually. All right, you know what? Here, let's do this first. Quiz. A Q&A. Yes or no? Ask your community. Ask your community. Should we do a Q&A? Should we do a Q&A? And just to clarify, I'm talking about I ask you all questions and you all try to answer. Let's see. Should we do a Q&A? Should we do a Q&A? Yes or no? 92% yes. 48 votes, 8% no. Okay. All right. We already got 69, 93% yes, 93. Okay. All right. Wow. All right. Let's see here. All right, then. Y'all want a Q&A. All right. And before we do that, though, Kazi, $2, can I do a question for the quiz? If you want to send it to me in Discord, I'll look at it, and then I'll submit it we can do it next week. I'll announce it then. So just show it. Send me a message in Discord with the chat, with the question, and I'll say it was you, and we'll go from there. That's how we'll do it. Let's see here. Oh, all right. And before we do the Q&A, I do have one question for my chat, and I'm curious what everybody thinks. Do you think, I'm asking you all a question with a poll. Titanic had a 3 or 4 blade central propeller. This is going to spark some debate. Let's see, 3 or 4. Because for those of you who don't know, that's actually a very debated topic. So do you think Titanic had a 3 or 4 blade central propeller? Ask your community. I'm very curious as to what you all think. Do you think Titanic had a 3 or 4 blade central propeller? What do you all think? I'm very curious to hear what the opinion on this is, because this is a very highly debated topic. 3, 61%. Okay. 4, 39%. 62 votes already. 4 blade, 3. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. 86. So 3 blades. That's kind of where I kind of lean towards. I think I'm more the 3 blade side myself. Let's see. The cutting room floor. 3. The White Star Line was known to experiment, hence why the Olympic and Britannic had 4. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's cool. I always thought more people would be more into the 4-blade thing, but very, very interesting. All right, so here we go. So for those of you who don't know the rules from last week, I asked you all a question, and do not answer the question. I will turn off slow mode in just a second. Do not answer the question until after you hear me hit the table. Hitting the table is the cue for when I ask all of you a question, okay? So I'm going to disable slow mode, and I'm going to do a trial question for you. All right, here we go. So this is the first question of the night, and I'm sure many of you will find it an easy one, okay? What was the name of the Titanic's chief officer? 1, 2, go. The chief officer. I got it. Got it already. Got already. Let's see. Henry Wilde. Good job. The Stoned Abbot. The Stoned Abbot. Awesome job. Awesome job. Awesome job. All right. And you know what else? I had a good question, and I thought of it earlier, and now I can't remember. I didn't get a chance to write it down. I should have wrote it down. I'm a little bit annoyed now. But yeah, good job. Good job. Okay, we need to come up with some difficult questions. We need some tough questions. All right, here. Let's do this. Who here? All right, to get this question right, you have to put, all right, so listen to the full details of what I'm about to say before you answer the question, okay? Everybody? So hold off on chatting. Hold off on chatting. Here's what we're going to do. I want you in the chat to say their rank and their name. I want every single one of the Titanic's first 6 officers, or I want all of them. I want the captain, the chief officer, and the first 6 of Titanic's officers in one answer, okay? So the captain, the chief officer, and officers 1 through 6 in one chat answer, okay? All right, I'm going to give you guys a second. Ready, set, go. I hope I explained that good enough. I was trying to figure out how to do it. Let's see. No Google allowed. What's a chief officer? Oh, gosh. Boom, there we go. Yeah, I'm not typing that. When you only know the first 4. Okay, hang on a second. This isn't the X. Okay, I got here and oh no. Let's see. Number 1, Murdoch. Captain Edward John Smith. Here we go. Dustin. Captain Edward John Smith. First officer, Murdoch. Second officer, 3rd officer, Pittman. 4th officer, Boxall. 5th officer, Low 6. Boom! Dustin's got it. Dustin got it. Dustin was the first. Congratulations. I know that was kind of, you want to say first 6 officers, but then you're ignoring the captain and the chief officer. So good job. Good job. I absolutely think that was awesome. Nicely done. Nicely done. Okay. What else do we have? What's another difficult question? Okay. I've got one. What was the name of the passenger on the Titanic? Okay. I want his name and his friend. And these 2 friends tried to escape the Titanic together. This passenger in question survived. His friend did not. And his family was like the head of the Pennsylvania Railroad. Who was that? Who was that? This was the son of the head of the president of the Pennsylvania Railroad. Who was this? Let's see. Jack Thayer. Good job. Jack Thayer and Milton Long. Good job. Good job. Jack Thayer. Question mark. Yep, you got it. Good job. Good job. Second house Charles Light. How are we supposed to know that? Well, you know what? Somebody knew it. Somebody knew it. Okay. You know what? Here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Oh, I did forget to bang. I did forget to bang. You're right. I completely forgot to bang. People were talking, and all right, I forgot to bang. Thank you so much, Maritime, for calling me out. All right, so let's do this now. So y'all want a question that you all can answer, or you want an easier question. All right, so I'm giving all of you a heads up. Ashley, foul. Yeah, that was a foul. That was an oof on my part. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to ask you all an easy question, okay? And you all better get your hands on the keyboard, right? Because this is going to explode in the chat, all right? I'm trying to think of the best way to word it. All right. What was the name of the passenger on the Titanic who got into a fight with Quartermaster Hitchens in a lifeboat, and she actually threatened to throw Quartermaster Hitchens overboard if he didn't shut up. And Quartermaster Hitchens later said in life that he had to be in a boat with this woman. He had to be in a boat with this woman. Ready, set, all right. You know what? Everybody who's answering right now, none of you are getting it because I haven't hit the table yet. Everybody is being disqualified because I never hit the table. Everybody's being disqualified because I hadn't hit the table yet. Ready? Go. Go. Who is it? Who's next? Creeper got it. Creeper got it. Creeper got it. Molly Brown, Molly Brown, Molly Brown. So everybody who answered Molly Brown before I hit the table, you don't get the point. So let that be a lesson to you. So Creeper was the winner there. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it. All right. Let me think here. Okay. So this is going to be a bit of a different question. All right. Who was it? This isn't really how he died. Okay. But in the Titanic movie, Rose approaches this person, sees him, and says, "Won't you even make a try for it?" And this man turns to Rose and says, "I'm sorry, I didn't build you a stronger ship, young Rose." Who is this person? Ready, set, go. Who was this person? Andrew got it. Andrews, Thomas Andrews. Good job. 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 Man, you all are smart. You all are smart. All right. I think we'll do a couple more and then we'll go ahead and wrap up for the evening. All right. What was his name? Hang on a second. Okay. So what was the name? And I'm sure all of you are going to get this right. What was the name of the woman who worked on board the Olympic? She was a maid on board at the time of the Hawk collision. She was a maid on the Titanic. And she was also on the Britannic when it sank. She was on board all three White Star ships when all three disasters occurred. What was her name? Ready, set, go. What was her name? Got it. Okay, wait, we got it here. Wait, put user in timeout. There we go. And James was the first. Violet Jessup. You got it. I don't think you spelled her name right, but good job, James. Good job, James. Good job, good job, good job. Okay, hang on a second. I have to look this one up. Give me just a second, guys, because I don't know his name off the top of my head. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here's a good question for you guys. All right, I'm curious if you guys are going to get this right. I'm sure some of you know this question easier. What was the name of the priest who took all the very famous pictures of Titanic, and he wanted to go on with Titanic's maiden voyage all the way to New York, but he got off the Titanic in, I believe, Queenstown. And it's because he got off in Queenstown that we have the pictures that we do have of the Titanic. What was this priest's name? What was his name? Ready, set, go. Father Brown. Yep, Father Brown. Father Francis Brown. That was it. Who was the first? Oh boy, Brown. Melissa said Brown, and August, Father Brown. Okay, so they were the first. I'm going to give it to both. So Melissa said Brown, and August Brown. Good job. I had to look that one up. That was one I had to double check on. It was so funny because he was on board the ship, and the first class passengers that he was talking to, they took such a liking to him. I forget which passenger it was, but they actually offered to pay for the rest of his voyage. So he sent a telegraph back to his boss and said, "Do you care if I go with the Titanic on his maiden voyage?" And his boss said, "No, get off the ship, get back to the UK or get back to Southampton or wherever he was from." So that was awesome. That was awesome. All right, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to close out the live stream for tonight. And I got to double check this name real quick. Let's see here. Is this the right question? I made a video about this, and I still have to double check the name. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. Last question of the night. Last question of the night. This one is for all the marbles. All right. What was the name? And if you watch my channel, you'll know this. What was the name of the man who threw the message in a bottle that just says, from Titanic, goodbye all? What was this guy's name? I made a video about him, but he threw a message in a bottle from Titanic. It was in an empty bottle of holy water. What was this passenger's name? Ready, set, go. Can't remember. Boom, right there. Jeremiah Brooke from Heat. Jeremiah Brooke, got it. Good job. Or Brooke, I think I said that right. Good job. Good job. I am very, very impressed. You all know your stuff. I am super impressed as always. Edward, that is so funny. Would you guys like one more? Do y'all want one more question? Want one more question? Do you all want one more question? One more question? Yes or no? Let's ask the community. One more question. One more question. The winner of the poll is the last question. One more question. Let's see here. One more question. Let's do it. Let's see. Do people want one more question? I'm waiting to see. Yes or no? 91% yes. 55 votes. All right. Already. All right. Y'all want to see Rosie? Fine. I'll show you all Rosie. Okay. Let me think for a moment. Okay. Nah, that won't work for that. That'll be a video topic. Man, it's hard to come up with a question on the spot if you're planning to wrap it up. I have to think. Okay. All right. I've got one. Let's see who knows this. This is a ship design question. All right. What do you call the very front? So this part of the Titanic's deck right here. What is the official name for this part of the Titanic? I'm not talking about bow. This part of the Titanic's deck was called something. What is this part of the deck called? And what was this part of the deck called? So I want the official name for these two sections of the Titanic's deck. What were these called? Ready, set, go. I'm waiting. I saw some, but it's too early. Okay, we got MJJ. He got forecastle. That's right. And Blondin, forecastle and the well deck. Good job. Forecastle. Second officer Charles Lightoller. How are we supposed to know this? Look at the chat, Lightoller. I mean, people know this stuff. Listen, if I forget the question I asked you guys, but there was oh yeah, I already forgot the answer. But it was the lady who overheard the conversation between Smith and Ismay. You know, you all got tripped up on that one. So look, you all are so smart and you all know your ships so well that, listen, if I trip you guys up for 5 seconds, I'm thrilled, you know? And I was very happy when I tripped up maritime history, especially maritime history. I was super impressed when I tripped him up for a little bit. So, all right, let me check on Rosie, y'all. Let me see what she's doing. I'll be right back. She is sound asleep on a pile of blankets. Oh, and I see that super chat. I'll answer it in a second. Rosie, your fans want to see you, okay? Please say hi to your fans. Say hi to your fans, Rosie. There you are. She is all piled in and on the blankets. Rosie, you are a famous celebrity and you do not care, do you? You are sound asleep. Is that right? You know what? Here, can you all watch Rosie for 2 seconds? I will be right back. I know what you want. She wants this right here. Oh, look there. There she goes. There she goes. You want a doggy treat, Rosie? These are kind of small, so you know what? All right, you want one? There you go. I'll give you 2. How's that? You are so sleepy. You are so sleepy. You're like, yeah, I want a treat, but there's Rosie. There's Rosie. Let's see. If she needs a den, her whole house, my whole house is her den. So like she makes herself so at home, it's not even funny. Oh yeah, my favorite cereal, Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, that's it. There we go. Okay, let me see here. Give her the whole bag. Yeah, no. and I'll have a mess to clean up later. And we got 2 more super chats while I was showing you guys Rosie. Let's see here. Whoa. Doggy. There were 2 more super chats. Jack 5, thank you so much. I've just found a picture of the USS St. Louis, a light cruiser that took a surprising amount of torpedo damage. I posted it in the general on Discord. All right, Jack, but do me a favor and send it to me in a private DM, and I will take a look at it as soon as I can. But Jack, thank you so much for the 5. Really appreciate you. I look forward to seeing that, Jack. Thank you so much for the 5, my friend. And we got Heat 5, thank you so much. Saw the big piece again in Las Vegas. This time it wasn't wet. It was wet. So cool. Preservation is amazing. That's awesome, Heat. And I saw a piece of the big piece in Orlando. And believe it or not, Heat, I actually have a little tiny piece of the big piece here in my house. Would you guys like to see my little tiny fragment of the Titanic's hull? I do have a piece of the Titanic here in my house. Would you guys like to see that before I sign off? Canard Line 5, thank you so much. By the way, I have a Polar Express model surrounding my tree. That's awesome. I love the Polar Express. Yes. Sam, do it. Yes. Okay, I'll go get it. You guys are going to hear my stairs here in a second, but yes, I will go get it. I'll also have a piece of the Olympic. Would you guys like to see that? I'm sure you've seen it before, but I'll be right back. I'll grab them both. So this isn't all I've got, but I've got this right here. This is a wooden paneling from the second class lounge on the Olympic. Maritime history, you do hear my stairs. But this is a wooden paneling that was in the second class lounge on the Olympic. I also have a piece of the Olympic's boat deck. I have a piece of wood from the deck of the Olympic. How did you get that? It was a gift from my family. I'm not sure how they found it, but it was in a factory in the UK. But they saved it from the Olympic when it was in the scrapyard. But yeah, I've got a piece of the Olympic's deck upstairs. And right here is my piece of the Titanic. Very small. But yeah, certificate of authenticity. So it came from the big piece that was recovered from the seafloor. So what I have is a tiny piece of the big piece. Here, I'm going to do this real quick. Since the chat is kind of going crazy right now, I'm going to go ahead and re-engage the slow mode. And right here it is. So what they did was they put it inside of a pen. And right there in the pen is so this little tiny fragment you see right there, this is the actual little piece of the Titanic's hull. So I have a very, very tiny fragment of it. So like when I say I have a piece of the Titanic, I'm just saying it's that. But it's the Titanic. So that right there is Titanic. It's pretty crazy. I never thought I would own a piece of the hull. So this was a gift from my family on my 30th birthday. So I don't know if you guys would like to see it again, but Cossie, $2. Thank you. I want one. How did you get that Titanic part? That was a gift from my family. They gave it to me for my 30th birthday. I'm not sure where they got it. I've showed it before. I don't care to show it again. But would that crumble out of the pen? I'm sure it would. It's very, very tiny. I'm 30. But would you guys like to see? I've showed it before, but I have some letters and documents from the Olympic. Would you guys like to see that? Yes, I'm 30. I know I have a young face. I was born in August of 1991. Would you guys like me to show those documents again? I can do that before I go offline. I've showed them before, but I don't know if I have a bunch of new viewers here. Yes. Okay. I'll get them. Is this turning into me showing off my Titanic artifacts live stream? 1, 2. I haven't pulled these out in a while, so. This was the first items I ever got from the Olympic, is right here. Oh, what happened? There we go. So these, I wear gloves for. These I wear gloves for. But this will be, after I show you guys these, I'm going to log out of the stream for the night. So what I have here our actual documents. I know I'm at an hour and 20 minutes. I know that. It's going to sign off a while ago, but you guys keep wanting more content. So, yeah. So I have here some documents from the Olympics. So basically what happened was they found this stuff in an estate sale. The lady who owned this, she passed away. And when they were going through her house, they found this stuff. This was a journal about her trip, and she sailed on the Olympic in the 1920s. So my trip, let's see here. So September 9th through September 14th. I don't know if you can read that, but she was on board the Olympic. And here's all the information that, like everything she wrote about her trip. And she also talks about in this journal that she went and took a tour of Europe, and she went to no man's land. She went to no man's land, like World War I, and she found this, a German Iron Cross. She found this in one of the trenches on no man's land. Like, I can't. That's absolutely insane. It says in here she picked that up in one of the trenches. And this journal even still has flowers she picked during that trip. I try to keep this like the trenches. Yeah, in the trench. She found it in one of the trenches in the 20s. October 29th, 1925, she found this. October 29th, 1925. I believe that's what they would call an Iron Cross. But the stuff from the Olympic is right here. So this is an original White Star Line envelope. And inside of here, yep, an Iron Cross, okay. There's an actual document of the Olympic. And then it actually shows the longitude and latitude of the ship, like everywhere the ship was sailing on these particular days. Like it shows the longitude, latitude, the sea conditions and everything. And if you notice this tape right here, if you see this tape right here, this was right after I got it. My sister was looking at it and she accidentally set it down and some tape stuck to it. I was like, no. But yes, Rachel, exclamation mark. Yeah. So, and I tried to peel this tape off, but it was peeling the words off. So I had to, it was an honest accident. It was a complete accident, but oh my gosh. I see these super chats. I'll answer them in a minute. I'll get to them in a minute. Kasi, we're holding Sam hostage for his content. Yes, you are. And this right here is one of my favorites. This is a concert program from the Olympics. So like the band on the ship. This is from that. So this is the band that was playing in the D-Deck Saloon. It's got the people and everything there. And this is from, what's the date? September 14th, 1925. September 14th, 1925. That's when this was absolutely insane stuff. Absolutely insane stuff. But I go more into it, but there's all kinds of loose documents in here, telegrams. Like here's an actual Marconi telegram that was in here. I mean, the stuff that's inside this journal is absolutely insane. So, but I try to take good care of this stuff and take care of it as best I can, you know, preserving history, really. There we go. That's so old. 1925, great year before the Depression of World War II, the Roaring 20s, that's for sure. We'll put this up. All right, I'm gonna read these super chats, and then we're gonna sign off for this has been an extra long live stream. There we go. What's that YouTube channel, The Relaxing Inn, where he unboxes game consoles and he always puts gloves on? That's what I feel like right now. All right, let me take a look at these super chats. We're holding Sam hostage. That's right, Kasi. Krista20, thank you so much. When the Lusitania was sinking, why did put the use of the elevator, not the stairs? That's a good question. For those of you who don't know, when the Lusitania first started to sink and the torpedo went off, there were people trying to escape the ship in the ship's elevator, and they were riding the elevator up when the power went out, and then they got stuck in the elevator. That's a good question, and honestly, I don't know. My best guess is there was so much panic and confusion and people running around in every which way that just some people got in the elevator without thinking about it. That's the best answer I can come up with. But Kristen, thank you so much for the 20. Super appreciate you, my friend. I saw another here. a few more, actually. Wow. Let's see. Reality 5. What is your opinion of memes? I love memes. Thank you for the 5, Reality. But yes, I think memes are a lot of fun. Kasi, $2. I got the Olympic 8-foot decking like yours. That's awesome, Kasi, fellow Olympic creator. Olivia, $2. I hope there's no hard feelings. Bye, Sam. Bye, Olivia. No hard feelings, just good fun. Eric, 5. Thank you so much. Hi, Sam. Just found your channel 2 days ago. Ended up binge watching all of your Titanic, Olympic, and Britannic series. Keep up the great content. Thank you so much, Eric. And wow, if you watched all of that in 2 days, that's a lot of content to watch, man. But hey, thank you so much. I very, very much appreciate you. And I believe we got one more live chat. Oh, Sabrina, 5. Thank you so much. Did you find the USB drive in the envelope we mailed? I feel like it should have put it in a Ziploc. If not, I can redo it and send it a new one. Sabrina, hold off before you do that. I haven't been to my P.O. box in about a week, so I'll double check it then. I usually check it once a week. But as soon as I go and look, I'll see if I can find it there. And you know what I'll do? I'll put a picture of it on my community page. I'll be like, hey, Sabrina, I found it. So that's what I'll do. But I've got a lot of new mail that I have to do a mail time video of very soon. So I'm definitely going to do that. Sabrina, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you all so much for all the super chats. Everybody who did super chats tonight, thank you all so much. Y'all are awesome. The Q&A was awesome. Seriously, all the support you all do is amazing, and I could not do it without you. All right, everybody. Well, hey, I think I'm going to conclude the live stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and keep doing what you're doing. You all are awesome. All right, everybody. You all have a great Sunday, and I will see you next week at 7:30 p.m., just like always. Have a good week, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in.